The young lady flatters me. It was not love at first sight, for either of us. There was attraction, certainly, at least on my part.
This season of Bridgerton is about to push love to its limits like never before. Now, you might be wondering, what do you mean by that? Well, here's the deal. If Bridgerton Season 4 skips the book's time jump, Benedict's story might not hit the mark. Plus, Season 4 could finally deliver one of the stories I've been dying to see, thanks to Colin and Penelope's storyline setting the stage. I know this might sound a bit all over the place, especially if you're not familiar with the books, but hang tight. Let's dig into the main topic of this video so it all starts to make sense. Starting off with breaking down what we mean when we say, if Season 4 doesn't keep the book's time jump, Benedict's story won't make sense. As you all know, the much-anticipated 4th season is all set to focus on Benedict Bridgerton, played by Luke Thompson, his journey, and the book it's based on, An Offer from a Gentleman, includes a time jump that's crucial to his arc. In Julia Quinn's Bridgerton series, each sibling's story revolves around finding love and fulfillment, and this time it's Benedict's turn in the spotlight. If the show's trend on Rotten Tomatoes is anything to go by, with each season earning even better reviews, Benedict's season could be the best one yet. Fans were thrilled to hear that Sophie Beck, his destined soulmate, will be played by Dune prophecy actress Yeren Ha. But as always with Bridgerton, their story won't just be about romance. It's also about their personal growth and how they navigate their individual struggles. Now, here's where the time jump comes in. An Offer from a Gentleman includes this shift to give Benedict's character more depth and allow his development to feel natural. For the show to stay true to his arc and avoid shortchanging all the groundwork it's laid so far, it needs to stick to this narrative structure. Otherwise, Benedict's journey might not hit as hard as it should. Benedict meets Sophie again 2 years after first encountering her at the masquerade ball. In An Offer from a Gentleman, Benedict's first meeting with Sophie, the illegitimate daughter of an earl forced into servitude by her stepmother, happens at his mother's event. This significant moment was hinted at in the Season 3 finale, where Benedict and Eloise talked about reconvening at Violet's famous high society ball. Despite Benedict's promise to avoid eligible ladies like the plague, it turns out to be a big night for him when he meets a mysterious young woman in silver, whom he refers to as the Lady in Silver. Much of the novel focuses on them being inconveniently kept apart, but this period of separation is actually crucial for Benedict's character development. The elements of a classic Cinderella narrative are clear. When Sophie eventually escapes, Benedict becomes determined to find her again, despite his earlier assertions that he wasn't interested in marriage. However, 2 years pass before they meet again, and Benedict doesn't recognize her as the same woman. This time apart is essential for Benedict's growth. It also speeds up Francesca's timeline regarding her first marriage before her next romantic arc. Plus, a time jump would allow Benedict to finish his arc from Season 3, where he concludes that he's not ready for marriage due to his exploration of relationships and freedom. In Season 3, Benedict's arc sees him exploring his sexuality through an affair with the widowed Lady Tilly Arnold. The experience, especially when Tilly suggests a threesome, highlights Benedict's search for freedom in a very stratified society. Tilly's advice about not rushing into commitment helps Benedict realize that he still wants to explore his options before settling down. This revelation is crucial because it shows that Benedict is not ready to close himself off to new experiences just yet. Luckily, An Offer from a Gentleman provides those 2 years for him to continue exploring, allowing his character to grow more organically. This kind of patient storytelling has been a hallmark of Bridgerton, ensuring that Benedict's journey is as much about discovering himself as it is about finding love. One essential aspect for Season 4 is that it needs to reconcile Benedict's ideals with the reality of getting married. In Season 3, Benedict spends a lot of time pondering what freedom truly means to him, initially viewing marriage as a relief from societal expectations, then later seeing it as a chance to discard old rules and embrace new life experiences. Additionally, he's been neglecting his art since leaving art school, and Sophie may be the one to encourage him to pick it up again, mirroring how Penelope and Colin support each other in their writing. Bridgerton needs to integrate everything about Benedict's character so far into the relationship to make it a meaningful and profound story for both him and Sophie. Sophie has her own storyline that Benedict must respect. She's hesitant to be his mistress due to her own experiences as an illegitimate child. The show should continue to develop Benedict's ideals, his passion for art, his exploration of sexuality, and how these elements are intertwined with his love for Sophie. Benedict is arguably the most classically romantic of the Bridgerton siblings, but his fairy tale romance can elevate to something much more profound by building on his previous storylines. Season 4 has a story I've been eagerly anticipating since the show began, thanks to Colin and Penelope's son. While Season 3 focused primarily on Colin and Penelope's relationship, their having a baby in the finale means they can finally dive into a plotline I've been hoping for since the start. Each season of Bridgerton highlights one of the siblings' love stories, with Season 1 centering on Daphne and Simon, Season 2 on Anthony and Kate, and Season 3 on Colin and Penelope. Now, it's Benedict's turn in Season 4. The new episodes are set to begin filming in September 2024 and are expected to wrap up in the spring of 2025, but we likely won't see them on Netflix until 2026. Benedict's storyline should be at the forefront of Season 4, but the season could also benefit from revisiting some of the show's past couples, not just for a cameo or two. Netflix has confirmed that Anthony, Kate, Colin, and Penelope will all return, with Daphne and Simon staying off-screen. Given how Colin and Penelope's story ended in Season 3, this season is the perfect chance to properly show a main couple as parents, something Bridgerton has yet to fully explore. In Season 1, Daphne gave birth to her and Simon's son, August, but the show didn't have the time or space to delve into their new parenting roles. And with Rege-Jean leaving after Season 1, it wasn't feasible to feature them as parents. Kate didn't get pregnant until the end of Season 3, meaning we've yet to see Anthony and Kate navigate parenthood in this fictional world. But all that could change in Season 4. Colin and Penelope's story in Season 3 saw them having a son, though we don't know his name yet, and it would be a shame if Bridgerton ignored his role entirely in Season 4. As Lady Whistledown, Penelope is an important character, and the writers should seize this opportunity to explore a parenting storyline. It would be refreshing to see how the couple balances their roles as parents with their other responsibilities. But it's not just Colin and Penelope's story that should get attention. Anthony and Kate will also be new parents in Season 4. However, I'm not sure how much screen time they'll get, considering their roles were somewhat limited in Season 3. They even sailed off to India towards the end, hinting at another reduced presence in Season 4. Still, Anthony and Kate are fan favorites, and it would be smart for the writers to give them more focus, especially given they're becoming parents too. Season 4 needs to strike a balance. While Benedict's romance with Sophie should be the main plot, it's essential to integrate the past storylines of the other characters into the new season. Colin and Penelope's transition into parenthood could be a touching exploration of family life in high society, and Anthony and Kate's story as new parents should not be glossed over. This season is an opportunity to bring all these storylines together and give each couple the time and space to fully embrace their new roles as parents. And that's all we want to say about Season 4. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.